What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say?
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the FSL ARAM tournament thingy, of which we don't yet have a name. It's going to be Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia today. I'm joined by Tanya May over here. How you feeling? That was not a very good intro.
We just had dinner,
Mhm.
so got our bubble tea, got our drink, and
Yeah.
we're good to go.
Not sponsored, by the way.
No,
Generic bubble tea
generic
brand.
bubble tea, yes.
Right. I do believe we are currently already have the champions locked in for the game, the first game. It will be. I'm not sure about the format. I think it's gonna be like Swiss or something. They're basically gonna get the points based on how many they win.
Right. I mean, the name of the game is random. So not really random champions, random players being put into every team. So it'll be interesting because you expect how much teamwork can you really expect?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we did have a practice run yesterday. We looked at the ARAM tournament, one of the games from the previous Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia tournament, and we actually saw some pretty good teamwork from all of our participants. But now that we do have a draft on the screen, how about why don't you run us through your expectations for both of these squads going into the first game?
Well, first of all, as you pointed out, it is reworked for you guys, so I'm quite excited about that. Ro and Article played a lot of games on this champion. Yeah, I mean, you talk about one-more combo, you immediately look at Katarina, look at the press R comp, like you put a ball on her, she's gonna have to go in, and then they also backed up by Yumi, who is a
Yeah.
very oppressive ARAM champion, by the way.
Is she now? I mean, she got her mana issues nerfed. She's not gonna be able to back off and conserve her mana now. So perhaps that will play a little bit more of a part going into the ARAM scenario here.
Yeah, but in the recent patch, her passive did get buffed.
Right?
So she does want to detach and auto attack a little bit more, so that will give her just a bit more mana. Because in the previous patch she was basically nerfed until oblivion, but now we have to see like whether that really makes a difference. She's gonna have more mana sustained through her passive. So I mean overall, it is ARAM. It's not Summoner's Rift.
Mm-hmm.
She can just buy mana regen, mana items. I think she'll be pretty good to go.
It's Yumi the one champion that you allow her to buy Tear of the Goddess on for first item.
Yeah, why not? But I think normally it's the Chalice run. I'm not sure
Right.
now after the nerfs and the slightly buffed passive whether it would warrant her getting a Tear of the Goddess instead.
All right. Well, let's take a look at our keystones. The only one that I really have a bit of an interest in is the Dark Harvest coming through for the Oriana. What do you think of picking this up here?
I'm always on the fence about Dark Harvest. I
Mhm.
mean, playing a lot of ARAMs, you want to think whether you're AP mage, you want to get Dark Harvest, or you want to get something else like Airy or Comet. I feel like it's really up to the person's playstyle. So, maybe she is all out, trying to get the kills, trying to get people on low health. But it is Oriana, so it's not like, say, Xerath, who you would think like probably would have the Dark Harvest instead, right?
Right, for sure. I mean, you press R, you got Shockwave. If you deal more damage there with Dark Harvest, all the more power to you, right? We are just about on to the Howling Abyss here. We'll see what they buy first. Any interesting things worth looking at here?
Well, not all the buys have come in, but standard start for all the majors, Lost Chapter. So, and we talked about Yumi. Looks like she's just gonna go the AP route. Yeah, rushing Ludens for the extra poke on her Q. Rest of them looks like fairly standard buys. Draven did get a pickaxe just for that extra flat damage.
I need to set this to directed camera. I'm an idiot. Hang on a minute. There you go. Okay. You can see that both teams are sort of just trading blows really quickly here. Just poke back and forth. Ute doing a bit of a dancing bear.
Not to mention, we do have the two biggest pokers in the game.
Pokers.
So Xerath and Vel'Koz, each on one side, Volibear going in. Nothing really much happening. I mean, if you think about it, both teams probably need some items. They need to scale a bit more.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case. We are going to see the Vel'Koz going a little low here coming through from the poke, but he will just be topped up adequately by this Yumi.
Yeah, she is running out of mana already, if you can see.
Yep.
We're gonna have to keep our eyes on whether she will detach and get back that mana from her passive.
She got a Lost Chapter proc, so I think she'll be fine for just now. The Trigonometry not going to hit. And the Draven is starting to stack up his axes.
Draven here being played by Aya from Estris, so it is a comfort champion for her. She is an AD carry after all.
Alright, we did see Ute going to 50% health. There's not much action. We usually expect more action to come out through these early games, but it looks like both squads are just content just poking each other out a little bit. As soon as I say that, though, a stun is going to come down, more poke damage onto the blue team. Looks like red team's being pretty oppressive so far this going into this game.
Yeah, it's really all the work of Xerath right there.
Yeah. Hey, Lost Chapter coming through. Alright.
Clarity.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It'll be fine for now.
I think the red team gonna get the push in. They are clearing the minions as well as poking with Xerath.
Yeah, Amelia is pretty good in mid lane. Does hit a lot of skill shots. So on this Xerath, she is quite the fearsome enemy. Now you can see the Volibear trying to do something, running up towards the enemy team, but a good zone will keep him away from anything. Now Xerath's going to pick up first blood onto the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is already very, very low. And now it's going to be a one-man advantage for the red team now sieging down his turret. Or actually just go for kills. Ute going a little low. Will get topped up by the Yumi. Now Xerath's going low on his own, but he is in the backline, so he should be fine.
Just waiting for level 6 to come in. You can see everyone on your screen is level 5. probably expect a lot more action then. And oh, Hecarim
And
goes in.
Yep, here comes the action. It's gonna be quite messy. The Orianna is now low, will flash out. Aya not gonna get that final kill. Eats up one turret shot, but they do get away. So it's gonna be a 1-4-1 trade at the end of the fight.
I think as the game goes on, we also want to see how are they going to deal with Yumi's heals.
Right.
Because the moment she resets and then she comes back with more sustain, more mana, which also means more health sustain for her team. So we're going to have to see if anyone decides to buy some healing reduction items.
I have a question. Both teams have now just about hit level 6. Who has the higher power spike right now?
I would say it's probably the blue team.
Alright.
Because Katarina has that potential to reset, right? As opposed to the red team, they are going to rely on Zera's poke before Hecarim probably makes the commit to jump in.
Yeah, for sure. And now you can see the Vel'Koz did try to do a little bit of something against the Hecarim, but like you said, the magic resist coming through will make it pretty difficult for this horse to take all that much damage now. Personally, my eyes are on the Diana with the level 6, can definitely jump in, deal quite a bit of damage, but she is a little low. Now Aya, screw Aya, we are looking at the big fight in the middle. The Life from Disintegration Ray not doing anything, the Shockwave also whiffing, but it looks like blue team might come out ahead, just about picking up the kill on the Diana. And it's going to be a 5 versus 4. 4 versus 4 now with the right of the Arcane picking off the Orianna in the backside.
Ooh, help us all here getting a bit low. Red team does not have sustain, though Twitch does have some lifesteal, so a couple more auto attacks and you should be comfortable with that. And Volibear. Beautiful skin, by the way. I like the pink free skin that we all got.
Yeah, thank you, Rito Games. Are we just gonna sort of devolve into skin grading here?
Only
I
if
mean, I
they
wouldn't
use
mind.
you only to use Spirit Blossom, right?
That's true. Alright, looks like we're returning to a bit of a lull state. They are now level 7. If we can check with the items, it looks like the only first item to be completed will be the Proto Belt from the Diana. After that, back now. Hecarim is looking to do something. Will pick up the kill on the Zinner on the Xerath. Now the Yuumi is trying to do a little bit of something. AP not doing all that much damage though. The Katarina jumping in the backline will pick up the Xerath. Death Lotus will not do all that much as the shutdown is picked up, as well as a double kill by the Draven, but only before he gets taken down himself. That's a double kill now coming through for the Orianna as they try to pick something back. It's now a 2 versus 1, but blue team is low and Shizu is not gonna pursue it.
It's quite hard for a red team to dive the turret, so I guess they took advantage of the blue team just stepping out of range of that. That's why they went in, well, both their favors, right? It's a good trade for both teams.
Yeah, talking about trades, looks like Shizu's not in the best position right now. A tag team of 2 ultimates will take her out. And blue team, they're the ones now with priority on the map. They're gonna be pushing towards the to the tier 1 tower.
It looks like Volibear is also going for a pure tank build, which I think is why Hecarim decided to go for that early magic resist, because essentially the whole blue team is AP.
That's true.
So there's also something that could be to their disadvantage later.
Alright, oh, the adaptive helm already coming through from the Hecarim, so that could be pretty difficult for blue team to begin to whittle their way into. Meanwhile, not many defensive stats coming through from blue team of their own.
Another interesting buy is Draven's Mana Mune. Right, there was a debate on how you're supposed to say that.
I'm not gonna get into it. No, I'm not.
Is
I'm
it
not
Mana
touching that.
Mune or is it Mana Mune?
Well, we don't have time for that as the Volibear tries to do something. Will ultimate into the backline, but now you're in the middle of a 1v5. Vayne will pick up the kill onto the Twitch. That's the 80 carry down, but that's going to be traded kills. 4 already for the red team. Double kill coming through for both the Xerath and the Draven, as they should be able to put a fair chunk of damage down or even take the tier 1 tower. He tried. She tried. You know, tried her best. The shockwave did land, but unfortunately will get taken out. As well as the first tier tower, the Xerath going back for a little bit of a reset. Now blue team's back on the map. Can they do anything? The snowball will land on the Diana. The Volibear's back in. It's only a 1v3 this time, not a 1v5, but he will get out alive. Now Chizu's going to pick up the relic, and they do get away.
Yeah, we talk about healing reduction items. Looks like a couple already coming in. Draven as well as Twitch opting for the Executioner's Calling, and looks like Seraph might finish. What's the item again?
Morello.
Yes, Morelos. It's an item that I don't actually like, which is why I don't think it's as effective as it can be. And there's another debate, by the way, Morelos or
Yeah, okay,
the
LS.
Andres. Not gonna go into that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna play out it. Do you prefer Leandri's Torment? Is that
I
what it is?
actually do.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? I can actually agree with that. But in this case, well, actually, you already got two Executioners Calling on your AD carries. I'm not sure if a third Grievous Wounds item will do all that much, but back to the game. The blue team trying their best to do something against the wall of poke the Xerath is currently putting down. You would think that blue team sort of would have the advantage right now because, you know, 280 carries on the red team, it would take them a little time to scale up, but that does not seem to be the case. Now, Right of the Arcane is trying to do something. Ooh, a flash! And the Moonfall going in with the Diana. Chizu will get taken out, but the Death Load is cancelled right off the bat. The Yuumi picking up the shutdown onto the Draven, and now it looks like it's gonna be an ace. The blue team picking up a favorable fight and picking up the ace.
Yeah, really good execution there. Earlier in the game, we saw Oriana's ult not do too much. She whiffed it, and then the following times, you know, even though she got 3, but her teammates were not there. But this is the fight that they were definitely looking for.
Yeah, for sure. They do take the tier 1 turret as well, looking like they want to put some damage down on the second tier. They actually might just stay here for a little bit, go for the reset. Looks like they are not going to do it. Just going to take the relic and try to back off. They're actually going to take both relics, so that's going to be a little difficult for the red team if they do fall behind later. Now, based on, you know, the mechanics of ARAM, the lane is now substantially longer, right? Which team do you favor more going into this sort of situation where you do have more space to really run down the enemy squad?
Who can run down? Well, Hecarim, speaking about running, who likes to run on 4 legs. He has a fellow 4-legged friend, of course, who just joined the Rift, Lilia, who was just released yesterday.
Yes. I actually don't think we'll be seeing her today, will we? I'm not sure if it's actually in the ARAM rotation.
Does it depend on whether they buy the champion or not?
Yes, I think.
So, we'll see if anyone was comfortable enough to even buy her.
Okay, Whirling Death, putting down a chunk of damage, getting the Vel'Koz pretty low, but it's not going to do all that much. Now the Unstoppable Bear is running forward, but will get stunned up. The Twitch instantly popping the Oriana, but Vayne's going to answer that with a kill of her own. Now Ute in a little spot of trouble. She's a very tanky volley bear right now. Will try to get out, but will get stunned up, might get taken down. A Shockwave did pick up a few people. Red team looking like they will win this fight handily. It's an ace of their own.
Yeah, you could see Katarina there trying to get the reset, but just couldn't pull it off. Nobody was really that low for her to jump in, so it's kind of an awkward situation.
Yeah, awkward situation is how you would call it. Right now, red team looking like they want to end this game pretty quickly. Only 12 minutes in so far. They're not taking their foot off the pedal just yet. They're beginning to push into the enemy base.
Yeah, Volibear still looks like he's struggling, even the reworked version. It's like
He's dancing. He's fine. He's having fun.
it's like he casts his ult, he jumps in, but it doesn't hit anyone because it's not that a long range, you know, even though they buffed it.
Yeah. Not much thunder going on this far north in the Freljord. Ooh, Katarina playing that a little riskily. Is that a word? I think it's a word.
Yeah, it's a word.
Or is it just risky? Anyway, we don't have much to talk about right now. It's just whichever team might take the next fight. It's actually in a pre-even game state right now. I guess we could talk about that. We're just cresting the 13-minute mark. Who do you think is gonna have the upper hand right now? Obviously, red team is the one with the gold lead, but it looks like blue team with the reset does have more practical goal on the map already.
Yeah, but that is only if they can get the reset. The really solid fights that we saw them win
Okay.
was only because Katarina popped off, and that's probably gonna be their win condition because Oriana now. I mean, 2 AP items, death cap already in the house. But it's probably not enough to really nuke anyone out.
Mhm.
So gonna be depending on Katarina to get the resets, and Vel'Koz just really doing his best trying to get the poke down.
Doing his best.
But because he's 0 for 10.
That's true.
Definitely not Vel'Koz, right? That's the skin.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Vel'Koz is an inting. That's definitely not Vel'Koz. Now Katarina might go in, will get the reset, but she will not find anything else. Was stunned up. As red team, they do back off. Now the dagger is there. I think she is gonna be forced to retreat, so no risk of an engage just yet. Whirling Death just gonna completely whiff. Will they find anything on the return? I'm not sure about that. Ooh, they do! Aya picks up the kill on the Vel'Koz, is on killing spree. The Death Lotus isn't gonna do anything, is gonna get cancelled. Now the Katarina going golden, and Ute will fall in the backline to the red team. Red team looking like they are gonna want to end the game right here, right now. They are starting to push down the Nexus turrets, and nobody on blue team seems to be alive enough to stop them.
The power of 280 carries right here.
Yep, bye-bye Oriana. You had a good run, you tried to defend, but it looks like you're not gonna do that just yet. Now the Nexus is the next objective on the menu, as red team does take down the objective. They will pick up the first win today at our FSL ARAM Solos.
And congratulations to the red team. They had 280 carries, they protected them, and they also saved their CC whenever Katarina jumped in. So, you know, good execution. I guess everyone was kind of on the same page. They were working really well together. Unfortunately for blue team, no 80 carry right there. But they did try their best to get Katarina off those resets. It is quite hard, I have to say.
Yeah.
But a valiant effort, nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure. I think we do have to give the red team praise, right? Because when you have 280 carries, it's easy for you to say, we're just gonna relax. We're gonna, try to do something later on in the game when we scale up. But they never actually, tried to go down that line of thinking. They really just played it from minute 1. And I think that's very respectable. The execution was there, and they managed to close out the game pretty cleanly. I think in all the FSL ARMs that I've casted so far, this was actually the fastest game.
And
So
the
it was a
cleanest.
very, I'm not sure about cleanest, but this is the most dominant one we've seen.
I mean, I have to point out, Aya is on her comfort-driven pick. And maybe some of these players are also a little bit more comfortable, as you mentioned, Amelia as well on a mid laner. So a lot of things were working in their favor.
Yeah, absolutely. But we will be going to a short break. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors, Dreamcore, Super Solid, and Yahoo. We love you guys, and thanks for supporting us. Now, we're going to go for a short break. Like I said, we'll be right back for game number 2.
When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and this story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is overgone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is overgone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do
Good day, welcome back to FSL Solos ARAM with me, Spoots, and Tanya. Tanya May. Is that how it goes?
Well, whatever works. As long as I respond, right? Boots. As long as you call me and I respond, I think that's a win.
Fair enough. But enough of that. Let's talk about what people actually care about. Let's talk about the game. We do have the draft
Yeah.
already on the screen. I think you can see it right now. Is there anything that piques your interest, Tanya?
Of course, my Nami. I've
Your Nami.
way too many mastery points.
Okay.
on Nami.
How many mastery points? Way too many.
Way too many. But yeah, I mean, straight off the bat, you have 2 supports
Mhm.
and 1 200 years. Our favorite champion ever.
You'll be spending too much time around Gerard.
200 years right there, guys. Nerfed nonetheless in the last patch. I mean, we are playing on the live servers, so
Right.
his chakram as well as flamethrowers got a little bit nerfed. The flamethrower and hurricane has a little bit less synergy now. So you think about the bolts and the width, and I mean, basically everything went down a notch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still 200 years.
Yeah,
so
he's still a Felius.
yeah. And not to mention, actually, if you can count Zillion, it's gonna be 3 supports. If he's
Oh.
gonna get an ultimate from Zillion, he's gonna come up again.
Mhm.
And not to mention Tariq's Cosmic Radiance. So he's all set, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I know you have something you want to tell the audience. I'm just gonna give you the floor and you can say whatever you want. I'm gonna take off my headset. Floor is yours. Carry on.
Oh, we're gonna look at IR again.
Mhm.
And also we have another Asterisk,
Mhm.
who is Clara there on the screen. So 2 Asterisks on one side. Well, what do you think of that? Do you think that gives them an advantage?
You tell me.
Well, maybe we'll see a little bit more synergy. It is the Asterisk bot lane. They
Mhm.
are not playing their usual champions. It is Akali as well as Kog'Maw. So we saw IR on Draven in the last game.
Right.
Clearly she was super comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's Akali. It is actually Candleburn's champion.
All right. No
So
80 carry this time.
no AD carry this time,
Mhm.
but I want to see what Kog'Maw is going. Oh, looks like he opted for AP. So truly, there's no AD carry on the side of the red team.
Yep. Not actually a big fan of AP Kog'Maw right now. I know a lot of people
Are you
like
sure?
it.
He got buffed, I think,
He did get buffed.
2 to
Yeah.
3 patches ago, and then.
I just don't like it.
he
He's an
wa-
ADC flame AD. Come on. It's just my own personal nitpicking, but we are not gonna see we're not gonna see a slow early game like we did in the previous game. They're already going at each other. Yakali's already in the backline now. You're picking up first blood there. The next one on the menu is the Scion going into the Undead, but will give over his life. 2-0 already for the red team.
Not sure why blue team chose to fight that one. They don't really have any damage right now.
Yeah.
Look at the side of red. I mean, you have Darius, you have Aatrox. Akali's initial burst, of course, does hurt. That's why she got first blood.
Mhm.
Blue team needs some time to scale, but if they do get there, it is 200 years in their favor.
All right, the chains will land. The Tariq gets knocked up. These skins are a little difficult to tell apart. Now the Scion in front line will get chunked down to 20% HP. The Felios, importantly, is still at full health.
And all eyes on the Aphelios.
This Akali's being very, very obnoxious in the backline. Oh man, will she actually pick up the kill? No, she will not. The Scion is healthy enough to get himself out of that fight.
I think the thing about red team is that if they can earn this ARAM early, it will be entirely to their advantage because they do not want to let Aphelios scale up.
Right.
They don't want Scion to build those resistances.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
yeah, I mean Zillion as well. The bombs are gonna start to hurt.
Alright, it looks like they're listening to you though. The Darius already going in, but will get pushed away and stunned up. Now the snowball will knock out the Nami. That's a ton of damage. Will she go down? No, she will not. But 1000 IQ Eagle will. To Simone on the Aphelios, now getting 1 kill onto that ADC. What do you think of the blue team's composition at this point in time, right? Like you said, they need time to scale, but when do you think is the perfect time for them to actually go in. I'm going to let you think about that for a little bit because we are going to see another fight. Now, red team, they are stunned up. The Nunu will get taken down. Now, Aya in the front line, the Shroud will not save you. Aatrox gonna try something though. The Infernal Chains will not land, but he will pick up the kill onto Simone. That's most of blue team's damage gone, but the Taric will answer with a double kill. In the back of that fight, the Zillion did pick up the kill onto the Kog'Maw. Now, it's time for your answer.
I think they're gonna want to have 2 items first.
Okay.
You look at the tiers. It is 2 tiers on the side of blue. Nami as well, actually. I'm not too sure about that, but there are more than enough supports, you know. So I guess going AP is not a big deal.
Yeah, is this a little bit of a contradictory play, in your opinion? I mean, you know, they went for the double tier, which signals to me that they want to play defensive early game, but they were actually the ones who went for the fight initially,
Yeah.
so not quite sure what was happening there.
Well, Nami landed a double bubble at the very start, so I
Alright.
guess that's why they're like, oh, double bubble, we should go in.
Yeah, Lena, I'm not sure if you want to be up there. Stunned up, will get taken down. Another kill going to the Aphelios. The wave will come down, will knock up to the raid boss. Aatrox will knock up 2 of his own, but will try to run away. Going for the relic now. The Shroud coming down, but no cheeky plays just yet.
You can see how the blue team's team composition is starting to be really annoying, especially Aphelios when he has the root gun. That really paid off for them.
The root gun. Okay,
root
the
gun.
snowball going back in, but Cosmic Radiance will keep them alive. You won't be able to deal damage. That forces disengage from the red team just for a little bit. Aya flashing in. The Shuriken Flip will get her back into the back line. Now you can see very, very low is the blue team. They may be annoying, but they will not win this fight.
Aphelios had 2 of his favorite guns, the Chakram and the Flamethrower right there, but looks like they just got caught out. Darius pulled 2 people into him. So I guess it's just a good time to reset, you know?
And that was great execution, right, coming through from the red team. I mean, disengage when you see Cosmic Radiance. You split up the fight so that the supports can't really do all that much for your Aphelios. And they actually just take the clean ace. Now, they will be answered, but this should be just a brief reset. 1000 IQ E-Girl going down on the Aatrox. What's she gonna buy? A Phage, Kindle Gem. Looks like the Black Cleaver will be coming through in a matter of minutes. But the rest of red team, they didn't reset, so blue team are the ones on the upper hand right now.
Looks like she's probably going for Black Cleaver just for the extra health, I think, because it doesn't quite make sense. You have 3 APs and only 1 Darius.
Yep, not the best synergy, but extra health. You get some cooldown reduction of the Kindle Gem. Why not, right? Haha.
Speaking about health, Taric already has his first support item, the Knight's Vow coming in for Aphelios. So everything is gonna
for the
be
Scion.
everything's gonna be about him. No, obviously it's not for the Scion. That's why I don't like to play ARAM with you. Not only does your computer burn, but you put your Knight's Vow on the Scion.
I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, you're absolutely right. But okay, the Aatrox will meet the Scion for a little bit. Lena, you're walking up too far once again. Absolute Zero, what's it gonna do? It's gonna chunk down a lot. It's gonna keep you alive. You will flash out. Lena, stay safe. For just a moment, the Aatrox, rather, with the double kill coming through. The zombie Scion will pick up the return kill, will not pick up the second. But this does mean Akali is pretty low in the backline already.
Yeah, Kali doing really well. Oh well, it's a reset, okay? It's a
Jinxed it.
strategic reset.
You absolutely jinxed that one, my friend. But the Aphelios will shut down the Kog'Maw, but will get shut down. Will get shut down himself as well. Yes, that's
Wait,
what I meant to say.
When do you think it's a strategic reset and when is it a mistake?
It's
Because
always a strategic reset.
okay,
There's never a
okay,
mistake.
right.
Unless you know what, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I'll give you that.
no, it was a strategic reset. I mean, there's nothing much you can do there. It's so low health. You might as well just reset away. No heals as well coming in. But hey, first item power spike for Akali right there. Kog'Maw also, first item completed, and Aatrox. So looks like Darius and Nunu
Yep.
are the ones who want to reset for that first item as well.
Yeah, indeed. I think the next few fights are really going to come down to, you know, the positioning on this Aphelios, and whether or not the Akali will be able to get onto him. What do you think is you know, the best case scenario for both teams going into the next fight? Well, looks like you're going to hold that thought again, as the snowball will hit. But I tell a lie, you can continue.
Oh, knockup does land
Actually,
on
you
Akali.
can't. We're going to go back to fight. That's going to be a double knockup. The Scion in the front line looking pretty tanky. The absolute zero being cancelled, but the tidal wave will knock up a bunch of people. Blue team look like they're starting to win the fight. One kill coming down on the Nunu. Looks like that is gonna be all it will be. As red team, they try to disengage.
So Tariq's ultimate Cosmic Radiance doing some work there. The last thing you want is to cast Cosmic Radiance and the enemy team just decides to walk away. So that means your timing's a little bit off. But that was a good one. You know, the moment they overstep, how much can they commit before you ult and go golden?
Yeah, and the thing about red team is that they are quite the engage heavy comp, right? The commit heavy comp, right? When the Nunu goes in, you can't really do anything. And speaking about Nunu going in, that's a big snowball. That's going to be a dunk from the Aatrox, but that's going to be a zillion ult, keeping someone alive. That's the Tariq. Tariq's alive, as the Infernal Chains might be enough. He will go down. Sion's chasing someone off in the backline. Will pick up the kill onto Lena. Now Aya's in the Shroud. Will he get spotted? Yes, he will, but will not get the kill. Gets taken down by Simone on the Aphelios.
There was one last auto there from Zillion trying to take down Aatrox. It went through, but super close.
Yep, super close now. Red team, they're pretty low. Clody trying to do something. The dunk will not do much, as the blue team will clean up that kill as well. Ooh, AP Cockmore, let's go.
Oh,
Artillery? Artillery? No artillery, but the 1000 IQ E-Girl's gonna try something. I think this is just another reset attempt. Will he get anything else? No, will not. Just goes down with the one kill in the pocket. Oh, that was close. These snowballs, man. Here's a bigger snowball. My snowball's bigger than yours. But my dog is going to die. Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cute skin right there. The Pogmore, right?
Pugmore, yeah.
Pugmore.
Pogmore.
Pogmore. That was Pog.
That was Pog. Now this is Pog racing. Right, blue
Yeah.
team look like they're starting to funnel the minions in towards the first tier turret. They will not take all that much health from it. So it's a much slower game, even though we've seen a multitude more fights than we did in the first.
You can see the power of the blue team scaling up. In the early part of the game, we saw red team push in the blue team a lot, and they
Right.
were fighting like near the turret. But now it's the blue team who is in control.
Yeah. Don't worry about this. This is just a Sion being a a big noodle meatball guy. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but yeah.
The meat
He's pretty
shield,
tanky. He's the meat
basically,
shield. Yeah. He's
yeah.
very tanky. I'm not sure what this is. Oh,
Oh.
he's going to go for the absolute zero. The Cosmic Radiance will tick down, will keep blue team alive. 1000 IQ caught up in the middle of 5. Will give over the double kill over to the Zillion. But the Kongmore with the artillery, bang, 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 did pick up the Zillion herself.
Beautiful Cosmic Radiance. That's
Yeah.
exactly when you wanted to use it.
Basically denies the entire engage from red team after, again, the Nunu overcommitted with the absolute zero. Now it looks like blue team, they're gonna do something. They tried to go for the turret, but red team with the Valiant defense will keep it up just for a few minutes longer.
I was wondering if the red team is gonna get a Liandry's. There are a lot of healings, and Sion is probably gonna get tanky as well.
He's already pretty tanky as it stands.
Yeah.
Okay, it might be another fight just about coming through. Both these teams extremely bloodthirsty. Clody walking up a little far there, but will manage to disengage. Now the Infernal Chains will not land onto, will not proc rather on the Scion. Not sure why they're paying so much attention to the big meaty front line. That is this Scion. They've been looking like they've put down a lot of damage onto him, but it's not doing all that much because he's, again, very tanky. They're gonna try again though, and it looks like the 5th times the charm, as the Scion, still tanking up, will just about go down, but will trade over Aya's life for that opportunity. Now, blue team, they're ahead once again. They'll be trying to push towards the turret. Claria, I think you just go for the reset right now.
Well, it's Cockball. Just press R. But
Oh, that'll do it.
well, just as I say these things, you know.
That's how it goes. You'll get used to it. The snowball will come through once again. The Aphelios in the front line, but is healthy enough to just pick up the kill onto the Nunu. Turns it around. Now the raid boss off the Aatrox is not looking all that fearsome. Double bubble trouble
Oh.
will land, and that's a triple kill. A quadra kill coming through for the Aphelios.
200 years, but no. I have to praise the Nami. Okay, I have to say
Yeah.
those were really nice bubbles. Double bubble. That's what I like to say.
Absolutely. Getting praise from the, how many mastery points was
No,
it again? Too many.
It was too many.
Nami, one trick.
I think it's
Tanya.
like 300k or so.
300. That's not bad. I have like 500k on the list, but we don't talk about that. The Taric is in the backline with the snowball lane. You're stepping up too far again. Absolute Zero's gonna do absolutely nothing except give over your life. The artillery will get the Aphelios low, will give the kill over to the Akali with the jump in. Now once again they're focusing down the Scion. Again, very tanky. This is gonna take a little bit, but Aya's gonna busy herself with the backline. They did manage to pick up the Zillion. Not sure if they'll pick up anything else. They go back for the Scion, and it looks like this is just gonna be the final kill of this fight.
Scion? Oh, yeah. Can't chase a Kog'Maw. But yeah, that's how blue team wants to play it out. They have Scion tanking up 4 people in the back line, and the rest of the supports and Aphelios just need to deal with the Akali. And the question will be, how are they going to deal with the Akali?
Yeah, absolutely. And how do you think they're gonna deal with the Akali? How do you think they have to deal with the Akali?
Nami, you know, the best
Okay.
support in the world,
Hmm.
obviously.
I think the Lee support is better. Okay, it's gonna be a 5v5. Let's just take stock of the situation. Obviously, I think we can both agree that blue team is ahead in terms of gold on the map right now because they did go for the previous reset with all the deaths that did come through. So while the red team, they should have a bunch of gold in their pocket, they're not gonna be spending it just yet. I tell a lie, the Taric and the Nami do have substantial chunks of gold in their own inventories at the moment. But again, the supports, it's not gonna matter all that much.
Nunu also opting for the pure AP build, so not really tanky right there.
Right, speaking about tanky, this Scion in the front line once again, is tanking up literally everything. The Cosmic Radiance will keep him alive even longer. He's running down the Akali, but the Akali's gonna go into the back. The Shroud will come down, will keep her safe, as most of the blue team backline will just take the opportunity to get away. Now Hitomij on the Scion is just causing so much trouble in the front line. In the back line, the Aphelios does go down. That's a whole chunk of your damage gone, blue team. You have to get out. Can the Scion turn things around? Looks like that's not gonna happen. Clody just doing a little bit, will get the kill with the dunk. Scion's just gonna run a Claria on this Kog'Maw for a little bit, and I think someone else died in the back line. I wasn't paying attention to that. But it looks like red team, they're the ones turning it around.
I think it was just time for a blue team to reset. They are in a really comfortable spot. We talked about how they want 2 items. That's where they're gonna hit their power spike, and it has come in on their tank as well as their AD carry. Nami doing a lot of work. Really nice bubble there when Akali flew in.
Yep, 1000 IQ eager. Goodbye.
That was clearly a strategic reset.
Well, yeah.
But I don't know when Kog'Maw is gonna reset.
How much gold does he have? Hang
We
on.
always see
It's
Kog'Maw.
2000. It's not that much.
Not that
I think
much.
Darius could go for a reset
Yeah,
right
Darius. For
now.
sure.
4000 gold on the Taric. Oh man. She's going for the how much gold can I keep in my pocket at the end of the game challenge, and it's going pretty well, I would think. Now Nunu on the flank with the snowball will just run into a wall. That's an engage gone, but it will prevent her from overextending like we've seen in the previous fights. Blue team, they're trying to go for an assault. They are confident. They want this. The tidal wave will come down, but the Aphelios is the first one to fall to the AP Kog'Maw, and it looks like blue team, they're not going to try all that much. Sure, they're tanky, but they don't have the damage. I'm not sure why she stopped there to charge the knock-up. The Infernal Change just cancelled it, but honestly, I think we can just talk over this. It's just a wet noodle fight.
Kog'Maw really low, and
Yeah,
just got picked
goodbye.
up by zombie Scion.
This is fine because they're actually pushing up the minion wave as they go.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take red team some time to push the minion waves back in. Not to mention that Messing up the names, yes. Red team, they are staggering their resets, so they
Ooh.
won't be giving blue team the opportunity to really capitalize on all of this. As you can see, it's taking even longer. Aya doing what she can to delay the blue team even longer, and this does mean that the moment all these blue team champions return to the middle of the bridge, the Cockmore's already back alive.
For Red Team, I forgot to say this, it's also all about the resets, right?
Mhm.
Aatrox and DRS. So if they can get that off, I think they can win a team fight, but the
Right.
question is, who's going to dive the backline? You know, how can they waste Sion's time in the front where he's tanking up 4 people's damage and they can't get past this meat wall?
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a bit of a tanky discrepancy right now. I think blue team is significantly stronger in terms of the tank department now. It's gonna be another fight. The Nunu will just about get out alive, but 1000 IQ Eagle is going super low. Absolute Zero will chunk a bit of damage. Not doing all that much right now. Clody will be the second to fall. Double kill coming through for the Aphelios. They're gonna go continue on the chase. Shuriken flip did land onto the Sion, but it doesn't look like Aya's gonna go comment on that just yet.
Nuno can't quite land the absolute zero on the backline. It's so
Yeah.
hard for him. I was wondering.
Absolutely is. Now
oh,
Gravitum is gonna stun up to, well, snare up to. Tidal Wave will knock up the Nunu, will take the life, but ooh, the Kongma actually did fall to the Aphelios as well, and it looks like blue team, with 5 members still pretty much alive, can go for the Nexus. Are they gonna take it? Look at the Sion. The tower is tickling him. That's what it's doing. Oh, Aya coming out of nowhere. The Shroud already in the back line. They tried something. I'm not sure what happened. Rooted up. The Akali actually doing it quite a little bit. That was a very messy execution, but I think did manage to distract the backline for long enough. 1000 IQ Eagle just going for a run around the backline. Not sure what happened there either. Now Lena doing her best to keep the Nexus alive. Will do just about enough to, again, distract blue team from taking the second Nexus turret. But now, with only the Kog'Maw alive, their sights are set fully on the Nexus, and with a boom, it's gonna be blue team picking up this win.
it's not unexpected, I have to say.
What a messy last fight. I mean, wow. I was confused for like half of it. Not sure what happened there. But yeah, please break it down. It's all yours. Go ahead.
We're gonna let you rest a
Yeah.
little bit there after casting for a really long time. Even I feel breathless like listening to
Yeah.
you. But yeah, I mean, it seems like from the last ARAM that we saw and this ARAM, it's whoever gets the AD carry and possibly the front line as well would win the game. You know, blue team just had a really well-rounded comp with your frontline Sion, 3 supports for Aphelios who did, wow, what is that, 48,000
Yeah,
damage,
absolutely insane.
more than anyone on the entire team as well as the enemy team.
I mean, 3 supports. What do you expect? If you didn't get this high on the Aphelios, you
True.
will honestly be doing something wrong, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, and I was surprised that the Kog'Maw and the enemy team didn't go for a on-hit or, you know, the
Mm.
AD carry kind of build. It went for AP, also did a lot of damage, but I think the risk in going to ARAM for on-hit Kog'Maw is that you don't really know who your enemy team is.
Right.
Could be assassins and then you would just be, you know, not doing very well.
Yep.
So AP was kind of the safe way to go, but in the end the poke, the artilleries didn't do much.
Absolutely, but I think it also came down to, again, the execution from the blue team. This time, you know, in the previous game, we applauded the red team in that game for,
Yeah.
you know, going in early. I think we have to applaud blue team for not going in early because
Yeah.
they understood that, you know, aside from the level 1 skirmish, that honestly, you love to see it. They didn't go in for any more interesting fights afterwards. They just scaled up, and when they were confident that they could take those fights, they actually went for it. They
Yeah.
won a fair few fights, and they ended up the game.
Yeah, the supports really knew what they were doing. They played really good Taric, really good Nami. You know, peeled all the way for Aphelios. We saw Aphelios always at full health, right? So, 200 years won the game.
Yeah, 200 years won the game. I'm gonna talk to Gerard about that again. But we'll be going for a short break here at FSL Solos ARAM. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to FSL Solos ARAM. We are once again Spoot and Tanya. I'm still not used to just saying it like Tanya, but I
First
digress.
time, I
First
mean,
time, yes,
yeah.
first time casting review has been wonderful so far. Well,
I
let's
hope
jump
so.
into the draft. Yes, same. Likewise, yes.
Yeah, well, look at the draft. So first time we have an ADC on each side. Aren't you excited about that? So the last two ARMs we only had one ADC on each side, on
Mhm.
one side rather, and the one that had the ADC actually won.
Mm.
So this time we have Kalista going up against Misfortune.
Yeah.
But Misfortune does have Yumi though,
Mm.
so a lot of healing, and not to mention Tam Kench. Wow, so that is
Unbenched,
unbench the Kench. Yeah, two supports
unclog the frog.
for one ADC. On the other side, Kalista of course has her frontline. Kalista really likes a frontline so that she can put more spears into the enemy champions. And it looks like she has Nunu as well as Maokai and her own support with the Bard. Unless Bard decides to go a funny build, which is not uncommon on ARAM. Might go AD Bard or build a little bit of AP and then go tanky. So we'd have to see. We got a lot of options for Bard right here.
Uninhibit the ribbit.
Okay.
That's just all my cast has returned to. I'm just gonna continue with this unbenched Kent
Unbench the kid.
all game. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, fully agree. We don't really see Misfortune in actual competitive lately, but I think in ARAM it does actually do pretty well, especially with the Yumi, like you've already brought up. You snare up everyone, and then you bullet time them to death. What a great combo. Let's do it. Let's go.
Well, she did get nerfed. That's why we're not really
Mhm.
seeing Misfortune. The W, I believe it was the move speed, got a little bit nerfed, and then Ashe was buffed. So if you have
Right.
Ashe versus Misfortune, Ashe just gotta punish her a lot in lane. So that's the reason why Ashe rose up in the normal meta. But nothing is normal here. We are in ARAM.
Imagine being normal.
Imagine me. Hmm.
Tell you what's not. Tell you what's not normal though. And it's gonna be Tom Kench with Aftershock.
Oh, it is interesting. Udyr as well going for Aftershock.
Well, Udyr makes a little bit more sense to me. I mean, the only way you proc Aftershock with Tom Kench is if you get the triple proc with the what's it called, the taste or something. The a quiet taste.
Quiet
Yes.
taste. I would think Guardian would have been better.
Yeah, I think it
though.
might have just been a mistake or something.
Well, who knows? Maybe it's
Mhm.
strategic. You know, we say
Yeah,
that everything
strategic.
here is
It's a
strategic.
strategic rune reset thing. But ain't got time for that. We're jumping into a fight already. The Maokai going into the backline will get taunted up, will not get taken down, will be taken low. However, the rest of red team looking pretty healthy already. The Nunu is gonna be the next target. Simone on the Misfortune a little far up on the front line, but will just about get out.
Early damage, you have Misfortune, so need to keep an eye on her for that. The rest of the team on red side as well as blue side all need items, to be honest.
Yeah, and you really ideally want the Misfortune double up to be on at least like rank 3 or 4 before you really do all that chunking damage that we all have come to know from laning against this obnoxious champion. The Bard will stun the Udyr up, the Rise will follow up with a root, but that's just a little bit of poke damage, nothing else gonna come down. The Relic will keep him topped up.
Looks like both sides have a front line now as well. Ramus, gonna keep an eye on that. Level 6 gonna roll in. Also being played by Meonazi, which is another Asterisk player.
Okay, we're going in the Ramus. Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll just get knocked away by the Maokai. We'll get eaten up. We'll get thrown out by the Tom Kench. And now blue team, significantly healthier, will try to do something. They're just pushing up the minions right now. They don't have the adequate damage to go for the actual siege.
Speaking about adequate damage, if you look at the team comp on the red team, besides Misfortune, who else do you think will do any damage? We have an Aftershock Udyr, which...
Well, clearly the Yumi's going to be doing all the damage in the world.
Oh, with a ton of mana regen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's got more things she can throw out because she has mana regen now, innit?
Haven't seen Yumi worked out for the teams yet today, so
Yep.
hopefully, maybe this is the game.
I haven't seen Yumi work out for any team so
Ouch, yeah.
in recent times.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, the Ramus is not having the best day, not going to be able to sit in that bush. That's the benefits of having the Maokai, right? You have the saplings, you can just throw in the bush to ward off any camping porcupines. I think that's what Ramus is. Well, here he's a soccer ball, so any camping soccer balls, I guess. Now the soccer ball is going to roll in, will not get anything. Once again, just getting cancelled by the Maokai. But in the front line, the Tom Kench will eat him up, will spit him out. Callista's doing what she can. The cleanse will be spent for some reason. And once again, it's just a trade of health, but no deaths just yet.
Misfortune also really low on mana, so he's gonna be reliant on those auto attacks. Level 6 is incoming though. Wanna see whether she can wombo combo with Yumi at that point in time.
Yeah, blue team already has 6, so does red. And I want to draw attention to Ute on this Udyr, right? It's a special kind of hell to have to play Udyr on ARAM against so many
Yeah.
ranged champions. You're just not gonna have the best time. I've played this. I've been in this position before, and it's not very fun. You know what else is not very fun? This ultimate only getting the Misfortune, the absolute zero will chunk the red team for quite a lot of health. But first blood. Well, he does take first blood, but will go down as well, and that looks like a 4-4-1 in favor of the blue team already.
Instant cleanse there. She did save her out, so even though Bard outed her, she actually wasn't in a cast or anything. could have gotten the kill, but you know, didn't move too back far enough. Got caught and just perished.
Yep, they are going to take the tier 1 turret, but red team is here to respond. The soccer ball not going to be rolling just yet, as we'll get rooted up. Now the blue team has to run away. The health bars aren't looking that friendly. Might be a free goal right here, but the only goal that's going to be happening is an own goal, as the Ramus will not pick anything up. Instead, trades over the life rather, of the Tom Kench. Misfortune will get a shutdown onto the bar as they continue the chase. This has been a very long fight and is just gonna keep going on. How much more can red team get? That's a double kill already coming through from the Misfortune. It looks like they're just about to disengage. They will take the relic, and that looks like the end of that.
They have no damage. Only Misfortune has damage, and if you take a look at the items, Ramus is also not building any AP. Pure tank. Udyr as well. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna get a Triforce or something to help him out, but
Udyr's not a champion at this point. He's just not.
Tough, man, my friend.
Yep.
So tough.
Alright, it looks like a blue team with their resets. They have 5 members back on the board. They're gonna try something. They've already taken the first turret. It's gonna be a counter engage onto the bar. Torn it up. Will force the flash. Absolute Zero will chunk quite a bit of damage, but the Tom Kench will negate just a little bit of that. Mayonnaise going into the stomach will get out. The relic being procced as well, but the Twisted Roots will ooh, that's gonna be quite the golden ultimate from the bar. They are gonna continue chasing up. A bullet time will just about chase them away.
Really strange that I thought that Udyr was gonna stun up Nunu and cancel the ultimate, but Udyr just stood there and auto-attacked and died when Absolute Zero finished. Speaking about Bard,
Yeah, Bard's doing
He's
alright.
going
Will
on
pick up
hit.
the kill on the Mayonnaise. Oh, on hit Bard, that's interesting. Shutdown comes through for the Callista onto the Misfortune as well. And the cat is on a killing spree.
yeah, it looks like Bard is going for the typical ARAM build instead of AP or support. On hit Bard.
On hit Bard, alright. I mean, walk us through on hit Bard. You hit them, you do damage. Is there anything else we need to know?
He's pretty strong right now.
Okay.
Very in the meta, do you want to say that?
In the meta, alright. Now, let's do a little bit of theory crafting. What do you think of the Tom Kench ult with the Udyr into the backline with Yuumi on Udyr?
But they don't do damage, so what's
That's
the
true.
point?
That is very true. I try to make things fun, but you know, they don't deal damage. Why don't you deal damage? It feels so bad.
Someone needed to go AP or something. Like,
I have an idea. Who's the only one with damage? Misfortune, right?
yeah?
So you take the Tom Kench out with the Misfortune into the enemy backline.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes!
Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, I am the true 5 hit here on the
wouldn't
desk
see
today.
it. They wouldn't have seen it coming.
The only reason it will work is because of the sheer surprise
Yeah,
factor. Now,
yeah.
what's not surprising though is that snowball. You could have seen it coming from miles away as the Tom Kench will go down the area. The eventual Maelstrom just continuing through. Will not pick up anyone else. The red team now being forced to walk away. Mayonnaise forced to flash to the relic as well. Now the Yumi's gonna try something. Tempered Fate's gonna knock up 2. Well, not knock up 2, freeze up 2. As red team, they continue to try to run away. I tell a lie, they're trying to re-engage. Mayonnaise will catch out the Callista as well. You don't want to be in that position as AD carry, as you will go down as well. Shutdown comes for the Porcupine.
Blue team just seemed to have overstepped. You know, they used Maokai ultimate to engage, which was great. But once that was down, they all also moved up beyond that and just got caught out with all the CC. Everyone was peeling back from Misfortune, so she got a good out off.
Yeah, for sure, can agree with that. Looks like they're going to take this turret from 100 to 0 as well. Just keep hitting the turret, my friends. You will get it. Getting those Poro snacks as a reward. As they... Oh, I'm not sure what was that. The Maokai whiff, but I think it was a snowball, will go into the backline, causing quite a little bit of trouble. The ultimate is not there for him yet, but it doesn't look like it will matter. Blue team continuing the chase. The Rise ulting quite far into the back. Not sure what they were trying to do there, but he will pick up the kill onto the cat. I guess it's worth.
Pretty standard ARAM, I have to say. The blue team clearly has the upper hand in terms of team composition. It so feels bad when you get Udyr in air.
That's an interesting magical journey right through the turret. Very, very convenient. Doesn't matter all that long, they are going to pick up that objective as well, and they are already whacking the inhibitor. Looks like this game is going to be shorter than we did expect, even though both teams do have 80 carries. This Stalkerball, he's going to try to do a little bit of something, will not find all that much. The Yumi Zoomies will try to get him slightly speedier, but nothing else will come off that attempted engage.
I just want to see Red Team if anyone's gonna swap out their items, because right now Udyr and Ramus are just going full tank.
Yep.
And Tam Kench as well, right? So you have 3 tanky people
And a misfortune.
and a misfortune. Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's not the best team composition, but I'm not sure if you have any other options, right? I mean, Tam Kench with the damage did actually get nerfed quite heavily quite a few patches ago. Again, Udi is not a champion, and Ramus you ideally want to get as tanky as possible. Right now, 10 minutes in the game, it looks like he might actually not reach at that point, as it looks like blue team might actually just close this out after a few more minutes. Now, Udi is going to try something, but once again, not a champion, will just get knocked up. Looks like Mike get actually taken down, doesn't have flash. Tempered Fate will catch out the misfortune. That's a chunk of damage not there anymore. Ute gonna try something. Bullet time will get called as well, but it's a very, very messy fight. Once again into the backline, the Kalista with the cleanse will kill the Ramus. Valiant effort to try to taunt him up, but unfortunately too much damage for you to tank. Triple kill already for the Kalista. Can we get more? Will not be able to do so. The Cat with the shutdown onto the 80 carry. Now Yumi's the only one left alive, and blue team should be able to just clean this one up.
That was a really good sandwich by blue team.
Yeah.
With Bard out as well as Maokai. They completely wrapped around the red team and surrounded them. There's no way out of that. I mean, at that point in time, you just knew it was blue team's fight to take.
Yeah, for sure, blue team's fight to take. Might actually be their game to take as well. 3k gold ahead right now. Red team returning onto the map, but they will have a significantly more gold in the form of items right now. They have more stats, and they're gonna begin chasing down the blue squad. Claria trying to hold off the assault, the main assault. Udyr also already trying to do a little bit of something, but the first one to go down will be Prinny on the Nunu. Claria once again just trying to push everyone away, will get slowed up by the Tam Kench, but it looks like Cavalry's here. Twisted Maelstrom will go into the backline. They will pick up the Catfish. Ramus is once again on the Kalista, forcing the taunt, but I'm not sure if you want to do that. You're going to get killed as well, and blue team, despite having a item stat deficit, will pick up the win. 2 fights in a row.
On hit Bard with the double kill.
Oh man.
Really good play there by Clara. The Maokai went in, knocked 3 people back.
Yep.
You know, it just really did her job on Maokai, and Bard is just having a really happy day.
And Tempered Fate, Tam Kench not having the best game. Will they just continue hitting the Nexus? It looks like they just might. But it looks like they're not going to be able to. Ute doing what she can to stop the assault. Ramus is once again trying for some sort of engage. The magical journey will get the Bard out, but Tam Kench, I'm not sure if you want to follow this. You're in the middle of 4. You will get taken out. Grey Health's not going to help you out there. Vayne going on a killing spree.
What if Tam Kench had built AP? You know, you just press W, you throw a minion at them, and it's gonna hurt, right? It's better than walking into 4 and not being able to do anything?
Sure, right. Okay, we are going to continue on to the final assault. Bullet time did get cancelled, did not pick up any kills. Absolute Zero also doing just about nothing, as Ramus will go down. This 80 carry. The Kalista already on a rampage. Will she be able to pick up any more? Claria will slay Ute in the back. Simone into the Tam Kench. Looks like will also go down, but Bard, the on-hit Bard, is focusing down the Nexus, and it will go to the side of blue team. They do pick up the victory.
Really fast game right there. I think it's the fastest game that we've had today.
I think the first game was 12 minutes though.
Oh.
Or was it something? I'm not sure. Something silly like that. It's just been very, very messy, very, very decisive games today.
And a decisive comp to go with that.
I mean, you can't fault. You can't give them credit for the comp now, can you?
Yeah, it's all random. It's all about luck.
Yeah.
And looks like fortune wasn't shining on misfortune today.
Haha. I mean, that was just a misfortunate, I guess.
Oh.
Haha.
I just wanted to see if anyone would have
Mhm.
taken the risk and instead of 3 tanks, maybe someone could have gone partly AP or something, and Udyr could have gone maybe on hit, or just take the risk and maybe could have had a fighting chance.
Maybe.
Sometimes you just gotta make the best out of the what do they say, the lemonades that they give you.
When life gives you lemon, squeeze
Oh,
the
right,
lemonade.
yes,
Squeeze the lemonade into life's eyes and tell him to take the lemons back because I don't want your damn lemons. Now take a look at this damage chart. Like you said, most of Red Team's members were tanky, but they didn't
Mhm.
have damage. And you can see that Misfortune did what she could,
Yeah.
but unfortunately it just wasn't enough.
Yeah. She had 3 tanks, so many supports, and Ramu's also trying to go in, but realistically, whoever you CC'd will not get bursted down. And not to mention, I mean, blue team did have not only one AD carry, also had an on-hit Bard, so a spare AD carry right there for you.
Frankly, when I see Udyr in my ARAM game, I'm just ready to lose it. So honestly, I'm not going to fault Red Team all that much, but congratulations to the blue team for picking up a win right here. Now, I think we're going to go for a short break. I think we have one game left for the day. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere.
When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice, left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? sea, and this story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? When the mist is all but gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say? When the silence is too loud, I swear I can hear a voice. Left a message in the clouds. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in the darker days? What do spirits say?
Hello, good day. Welcome back to our final game of the day here at FSL Solos ARAM, Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Let's just really quickly jump into draft. Well, champion select. We're not really selecting any champions, but you can see what both our teams are gonna be jumping into the final game.
Yeah, lots of shields coming in on one side.
Oh yeah.
Look at Lulu, Karma, Ivan. How many shields can you stack? And who do you want to stack them on? None other than
Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Okay. Well, we are gonna see basically the triple support come through
Yep.
from the blue team once again. We didn't really see all that much success. In the second game was when I think we saw it last.
I want to point out though that Lulu can also go on hit.
That's true. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if they want some variance to their team composition, it is Clara again. We didn't mention her in the other game where she played Kog'Maw, but she went AP.
Yeah.
Could have gone on hit Kog'Maw. Not
Mhm.
sure if this time she's gonna go on hit Lulu
May
because
maybe she's
yeah.
gonna repent and be like, okay, I didn't go on hit this time. I'm gonna go for it this time.
It is the comp, right? It's a good comp to
Sure.
go on hit as well. You have a front line, you have an assassin, you have
Right.
divers, and you have two people who can peel for you.
Alright, I can agree with that. Meanwhile, on the other side, we are gonna have two supports, not three. A angry Chinese man, Riven, and then a carry.
Is Riven not angry as well? I think they're all
Riven's just
angry.
sad.
Oh,
Riven's just sad.
broken blade and all.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we don't see much Xin Zhao nowadays,
Mhm.
but here he is. It is Xin Zhao, right?
Xin Zhao.
Xin Zhao. What is?
One of the casters we had today on the VCS were actually like Jin Zhao. So
It's hard.
a
it's
multitude
hard,
of different ways to pronounce his name. Xin Zhao is the correct one. No debate on that. But that's gonna be a glacial augment Cho'Gath. Maybe you can debate that instead.
Usually, do we see him go something like Aftershock, if I'm not wrong?
Well, you don't go glacial augment, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because he already has skills that slow and that
Mm-hmm.
CC, right? You tend to go glacial augment on a little bit more range champions, for example, Ari, if you
Right.
want to land your utility. But nonetheless, we are here in game. Can talk a little bit more on the red side's team comps since we're looking at them. He mentioned two supports, an assassin, and most importantly, they do have a ADC, a traditional one.
I did not say it's assassin. Where's the assassin? Unless you're
Well, I consider Riven an assassin.
okay. Well, there's gonna be one assassin on the rift, and I think this is important to point out. The Kayn did opt to go for the Conqueror, so that does signal to me that there's gonna be Red Kayn coming
Yep.
through.
That's right.
I think it will be good for the Kayn to go red in this scenario. So good
Yeah.
choice
Yeah,
coming through.
for sure. Oh, and it is Aya on an ADC again.
Ah, yeah.
Aya. Wow. She's really lucky. We saw her do super well at Draven.
I mean, you can
And-
trade champions, so maybe she just like, give me the ADC or I int.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what she said.
Obviously not. But we are gonna see a fight. Someone got silenced. There are a lot of people in that one bush. But first blood will go to the AD carry. Aya picking that one up. Mayonnaise will pick up the assassin. The cappuccino. The king goes down. So that's a 2-4-0 in favor of red team.
Yeah, blue team doesn't have damage. I mean, they just shouldn't be fighting at this point in time. Looks like Lulu also going for AP build instead of on hit.
Yep, the shield will come up, will deny just the damage coming through. Keeping red team just healthy enough to just weather that little bit of a drizzle, not much of a storm just yet. And they will have priority over the bushes, so blue team, you'll have to play safer.
Tariq also buying a tier. Interestingly, I'm not sure I agree with that. But I suppose if you just do your job and protect the ADC, no one can fault you, right?
Yep, that's about how it goes. You're playing a supportive champion on ARAM. No one's really gonna be paying all that much damage. It's all about the flashy plays, and it's not much flashy, but it is gonna chunk a lot of damage from the ADC. The Cho'Gath knockup doing quite a bit of work there.
And Cho'Gath is the target that we're gonna have to look out for. If anyone's gonna carry, it's gonna be him for the blue team.
Oh!
Oh, nice
Aya goes
snipe.
boom.
Yeah.
Alright. And now we are going to see a deficit of one player for red team. Blue team will be pushing up the minion wave. Should not be able to get all that much from here. I don't expect them to look for something. 1000 IQ Eagle getting chunked down a little bit on the Riven. Just makes it that much more difficult for her to go back in on the champion.
Wait for level 6 for the red team. That's when they really gonna hit their power spike. Want to see Xin Zhao and Riven all jumping in and Tristana getting her resets. That will be the ideal scenario, right?
Absolutely. Meanwhile, on the blue team, not sure what the ideal scenario for them is, but it certainly isn't this. They are very, very spread out. There is going to be the Kane in the backline. Got stunned up in the wall, and the bomb will take him out. The reset from Aya will get her to safety, but Mayonnaise is going to go back, and Trigger Seed will keep Clody topped up a little bit. And it looks like this is just going to be a disengage from both squads.
Tristana went back to get some life
Yep,
steal.
Glacial Fissure coming through, so is the Cosmic Radiance. Will keep all 4 members, but the Taric does trade over his own life, which is ironic.
Oh, he did build tier. It's very squishy right now.
Okay, I get it. Don't build tier.
Right.
I get it.
I'm not
I get
gonna
the
harp on
point.
that. But yeah, I was saying, Aya went back for some early life steal,
Alright.
delaying the Infinity
Oh,
Edge
yeah.
start for a little bit, but looks like it is paying off.
Alright, good shield. Put up to deny the Karma. I think that was an empowered Q. And it will just allow Red Team to farm up a little bit more. We were talking a bit about sustain. Will definitely keep the Tristana topped up quite a bit, and I think you really need that, because I think the Tristana is really your only source of consistent backline damage,
Yeah, for sure.
which is lacking on blue team, interestingly enough. So they will have to sort of accelerate the pace of the game, right? You don't really want to go into the late game against the Tristana.
But they do have Cho'Gath though. And if you think about the late game and how humongous he can be.
Okay, but what about the late game? Alright, this Brom has been really good in blocking these Qs, but please continue your point.
Yeah, I mean, is this the late show with Spoot and Tanya?
I mean, we do a better job. We do a better job than James Corden, 100%. I'm not a fan of this, but I am a fan of this fight. They are gonna go in the Hugify was spent on Clara herself, and Daisy is just wreaking havoc in the backline, running down the Assassin Riven. The Daisy will go down, and Ivern is gonna be a little sad, as nobody dies in that brief exchange.
Yeah, the snowball cooldowns are still up for Riven and Sinjao, so keep your eye.
Ooh, okay, nom 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 goes the Cho'Gath. See, I said it. As he will pick up the kill on the Braum, but we are not done on the fight. The challenge is down. Mayonnaise will just run away from it, flashing to safety under the tower. Now, will anything continue to happen? It looks like nothing will. Just a pick up the relic and a disengage.
Haven't seen much flashy plays yet from Riven, trying to hit the back line. You have to wait for cooldowns, of course. You don't want to
Yeah.
go in and have Cho'Gath to CC you. So that could be a window for them.
For sure. Right now, we'll be keeping an eye on the Riven. Definitely, we'll have to see if she will be able to do anything more in the next few fights. Now, we are going to see another one come through. Cosmic Radiance is procced on the Taric, and blue team will disengage. Glacial Fissure will knock up 3, and they begin to run everyone away. Shut down onto the Karma from the Tristana, but will give her own life. In exchange, Hugify was used in the front line. That's a triple kill already for the Cho'Gath. Will anything come from that? Amelia will not get the Quadra. The ace coming through for the Lulu.
A little bit disjointed there from the Red team.
Yeah. It's a bit of a Fiesta-y fight. Interesting. As a blue team, they begin sieging down the tier 1 turret.
Cho'Gath is gonna get big. If there's anyone who can carry it, it's Amelia and Cho'Gath. I just think in the late game, no matter how big Tristana is, Cho'Gath is bigger.
Yeah, well, not looking so big right now. We'll get shut down, but there's just going to be a reset. Looks like the rest of blue team will do it as well. Not sure if they want to do this. They're not staggering them all that well, but it looks like red team's going for the bait. Broken Wings forward will not catch out anyone. Aya, with the long-range auto attacks, will continue to push up. Will they get the concussive blows? They will not. They will get it on the Karma, though, but she's healthy, and that's going to be the end of that.
I have to say, Braum is doing a good job timing the E's really well, blocking the key spells.
Absolutely. Looks like this tower will be going down, and Mayonnaise dashing forward with the audacious charge onto the Karma. That's going to be 2 low members of blue team. Clody looks like, well, I tell a lie, Hitomi will actually be the one going down on the Karma once again, but we're not done yet. Kane coming out of the wall will be into the back line. That's 4 members low on the red team. A huge knockout from the Cho'Gath and a shutdown onto the Riven. Simone forced to run away. And it's going to be a 4v3 in the favor of red team right now. Lulu looks like she's going to be the next one on the menu. The Hugify will not save her as the concussive blows come through. Amelia is the only one left alive. Red team win that fight.
Did you say Hugify? Is it called Hugify?
Pretty sure it's Hugify.
Okay.
I could actually search that up if you'd like to do a little bit of analysis. I want to get that right.
I'm actually not sure, and I play Lulu. Oh, looks
Alright.
like Cho'Gath is gonna get CC'd. It's just gonna go down. It's a good reset. Red team also probably gonna look for the resets here. Karma is the next target. Everyone's just dying to the turrets at this point in time and doing what they can.
Yeah, it's actually Wild Growth. I like Hugify more, so I'm just going to go with that.
You see, I was stupefied when you said Hugify.
Stupefied. Now that's a word I haven't heard in a while, but I wasn't looking at that last fight. Was trying to get that information from Google. But yeah, it looks like blue team did win that. They're beginning to run up. 1000 IQ Eagle on the river, not doing all that much. We'll just sit under turret and try to defend for a few more seconds as the rest of red team try their hardest to make it to this tower in time. Looks like they will manage to do so. Blue team, they're not gonna go for the reset.
In terms of gold and kills, it is still a really close game, so I don't think we're in for a short one. I think this could go as long as Cho'Gath and Tristana choose to scale.
Yep, the Trigger Seed on the Cho'Gath will keep him topped up. The Unbreakable on the Braum will just about time out before everything lands, so he does take a chunk of damage. And that is not a very healthy looking support right now. Interestingly enough, that's a Storm Razor for the Tristana, not the Infinity Edge like we were predicting. Do you prefer the Storm Razor, or would you prefer she go for the IE?
Kind of prefer the IE, but I know certain ADCs in the ARAM can also take Storm Razor.
Okay, Kane's in the back of the wall. Will he try anything? Will knock up the Braum. That's very low. The Cosmic Radiance will keep everyone just about alive. The challenge comes now from the Xin Zhao, trying to run down Cappuccino. Will force the flash. Amelia also trying to disengage on the other side. Now, the Karma will slay Ute in the front of the fight. The Wild Growth, not the Hugify from the Lulu, will allow the Kane to run down literally everyone. That's going to be another kill coming through. Hitomi on the Karma, now on a killing spree. Triple kill for the Kane, and looks like blue team will be able to secure this tower. Will they get inhib as well?
Daisy was so big that fight.
Yeah.
Daisy just knocked out people and was basically a brawl out as well.
You didn't say, you said this game might not be the
Oh,
fastest, but right now
yeah.
it's on track to actually be the fastest. But that's probably not going to happen. Blue team looks like they're just going to go for a bit of a reset. Cappuccino is going to jump in. Nothing much to see here, just another shutdown for the Xin Zhao.
I think red team needs to choose their targets properly
Okay.
and keep track of what CCs were used from the blue side.
Yep, but they're trying to go for a little bit more. 1000 IQ Eagle, you don't have damage. Broken Wings not doing all that much. Concussive blows will stun up the Ivan for just a moment. Will take him down. Aya now jumping forward once again. Concussive blows, where is it? The Glacial Fisher will catch out the Lulu. They're just going to continue the chase, even as blue team, they're under turret now. Wild Growth used once again. As blue team, they begin to turn it around. A never-ending fight here on the Howling Abyss. As Aya, you're looking pretty unhealthy. You're being forced to use the jump, but will stay alive just for now. Amelia and friends pushing the rest of red team out. Will force the flash from Simone as well. That's a bunch of summoners already used. The knockup will be dodged. Will they get away? Looks like Simone will trade the life, but blue team, they are not done yet. Kane is once again in the wall. Mayonnaise has to run even faster. Will manage just about to get away. Whew. That fight started here, went to the other side of the map, and we ended up right back where we started.
That's ARAM for you.
Yeah, it's good practice, I guess. I need it as Yeah, right now we are just gonna see, oh, a fight. The Daisy will be in the backline. Cosmic Radiance will ensure no damage comes through for Rit, but Riven wants something. Broken Wings into the front. Amelia looking continuously topped up. Clody will not do much. Mayonnaise might go down. The Snowball will ensure that that happens. Cappuccino picking that one up. It's going to be a 5v4 for the next 24 seconds. Can Blue Team capitalize on that? It looks like they will not be able to do so.
I think the reason why Red Team is so pushed back right now is that they really need that 2-item power spike. And Tristana only has 1 item completed.
Yep, and looks like this game actually might be the next thing that's completed as what is this? Aya jumping forward, but they are in the middle of 5. You're gonna get taken down. The turrets are the next things on the menu. Red Team, they aren't healthy enough to stop them. It's gonna be 1000 IQ Eagle leaving the game for some reason, unfortunately. And Claria with the huge shields, look at that, will stay alive. It's gonna be half the health remaining on the final Nexus turret. Will they do anything? In the backline, the Brom gets double shut down, but probably, no, they are turning it around. They will slay Cappuccino and will just keep the Blue Team from ending the game just for a few more minutes. Now Maya Nazi will be trying to do something, but Simone is there to back her up. But it looks like Blue Team, they successfully disengage.
Did 1000 IQ Eagle disconnect? I don't think there was a pause button on the ARAM,
Yep.
so unfortunate, but
Yeah, this is something we actually saw in, I think it was the Philippines one. They had significant internet issues and we just had to continuously play the game, and it did not end well. And yeah, hopefully 1000 IQ Eagle makes the 1000 IQ play and returns to the game.
yeah, that would be the 1000
That
IQ
will be the play,
yeah.
absolutely. We don't get to see chat, so we don't have an update for everyone just yet as to what's happening. If production can get that to us, that will be much appreciated. But right now, it does look like they are playing on Amelia. Tries to knock some people up, will not manage to do so. And the bushes will continuously come down for Clody.
I mean, Glacial Augment here just helping her land the knockups and the silence in the end, so...
The whistle is blown. The referee will call the Daisy back onto Howling Abyss as the Glacial something will not come through as they continue to push. Red Team, hello, the inhibitor is back up. You're not going to be able to hit the Nexus. This looks a little disastrous. They do manage to pick up the kills though, and they have to focus down the inhib. Some confusion coming through, but it looks like they should just about be able to end the game. The death timers are long enough and the Riven is still disconnected, so this should be Blue Team taking our final match of the game. Of the day.
Of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Unexpected, to be honest. When you look at the champions, we thought that they
Yeah.
would scale a bit more, but yeah, maybe lag issues for Riven right there. Unfortunately, could not come back to the game. Look at the damage by Choga. I mean, Glacial Augment just helped so much in terms of landing those CCs, and just press a spell plus press your... Did he get Ghost to help with the Glacial
We can
Augment?
check, can't we? He didn't have gloves, he had exhaust.
Exhaust,
So I guess,
right.
you know, does the same does the same thing, it's just a single target instead.
Yeah, and GLP, so that so much slows right there.
Yeah.
It's so oppressive to play against.
So I guess this was a bit of a cheese Cho'Gath build. It's not something you expect to see all the time.
No, definitely not on Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
Not that much anyway. But hey, I mean, he was up against a lot of champions that didn't have much range. And really, Red Side needed to scale. And just in those team fights, you could see that they weren't really choosing their targets properly. It was kind of messy, and Daisy somehow survived the entire team fight, knocking people up and things like that. So
Hey, Daisy did a lot of work.
yeah, MVP Daisy.
I wouldn't go that far, but all right. I have a question. What do you think of, you know, this is your first time casting FSL Solos ARAM here with me. I've been here for most of them. Actually, I've been here for all of them.
All of them.
But what do you think of the games you've seen today?
Oh, I think they were pretty good. I mean,
Okay.
considering that you are putting like 5 people who don't really know each other together, of course, some of these have competed in FSL itself. Some of them are on the same team, like the Asterisk Skulls. But you know, that's it. You know, both sides seem pretty equal in most of the games. They knew when to reset. Definitely not like my ARAM games, which are a clown fiesta.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm quite impressed by the teamwork that comes in, even though you're just thrown into Discord and you need to communicate with someone new. You don't necessarily know how much synergy you have,
Hmm.
but yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, definitely echo your sentiments, but we will be closing out the day. But first, just for everyone to know, our first place, second place, and third place, they will be announced on the Facebook page later on in the day. Our first place will be receiving 2,000 RP, second will be receiving 1,000, and third will be receiving 800. Definitely not unsubstantial prizes. I don't know what's
I will be
going on
really
right now.
happy with that RP, considering
Hmm.
Spirit Blossom and everything just
Yes.
came out. So
Go buy the
woo!
cast skin. That's the only one you need. I'm gonna get flamed for that. But let's really quickly shout out our sponsors as well. Dreamcoy, Super Solid, and Yahoo. Once again, thank you for your support. Go support them, guys. They did help us out quite a little bit here. Finally, you can find me at Spootslol over on Twitter. I think yours is at Tanya May, if
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. Yeah, go and flame me for my interesting views that I've shared today. But yeah, do keep an eye on our Facebook page as well. We will be announcing the winners there once again. But from us here at the studio, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and good night.
To speak, yeah, quick to change.